Tuberositas.
Yeah.
This is Patella ligament.
Good.
Condylus is here somewhere.
Yeah, good.
So I need to go about here on the skin.
80
Yeah.
and
That's
32.
fine. So you're gonna
Be somewhere here.
yeah.
The end should be here, or a
Yeah.
little bit further near.
Yeah. Dragana and myself did Molly together, which was a lateral suture in a cat, and now I led that one. So today, Dragana is going to lead doing a lateral suture in Lola, a dog, who's about the same size as Molly, the cat. So she's done a lateral parapatellar skin incision, which we've talked about in a bit of detail. So you're going to work proximally, exactly, and I like to lift off that. If this is cranial, this is caudal, roughly halfway is about here.
Yeah.
So I think your fascia lata, you could come right here. I think you'll end up going, you're roughly in the middle, and that'll be fine. What you don't want to do is you don't want to make your incision right by the side of
Yes.
because then you haven't got.
Because it jumped from where it has
And if you
been.
end up going through, if you have managed to just go through the fascia lata, I'm very impressed. I think you actually have. That is really good, because if that was me, I'd have gone straight into the joint capsule. So that's amazing. You have actually done that. This is perfect.
Yeah. So
So this is great, Dragana. This should be really good for your confidence. That. Yeah, and I like this. You're moving. You're kind of trying to dissect the fascia off the joint capsule. If you can dissect off, like say, even a 2-3 millimeter rim of fascia lata, then it makes the closure so much easier. Do you get that?
yes. So the middle is
Yeah. But if you put pressure on it and cut into it like you're bursting a balloon, you should get a release of joint capsule. There. Look at that. And then the joint fluid comes out. So how good is that? What are you going to do now?
So I have done the superficial cut,
Yeah, good.
and I have entered the capsule,
Good.
and now I'm just gonna
Extend it.
extend it.
Perfect. Yeah, extend that down as far as it will go. That's good. That's amazing.
Okay. Hello, joint.
Okay, now what are you going to do?
So I need to extend it a little bit further up here,
Okay.
because I need
approximately.
to be able to see inside of the joint.
Okay.
So
I don't know if you can have enough
50 is
space.
okay for a procedure of this length.
if I apply it here a little bit
As long
further.
as our pulse ox is good, which it is.
I think
Ideally,
actually
What's
that's
this?
quite good.
What is this?
That's the extensor tendon. That's okay.
I need to now open the
Yes.
joint.
Yes.
Right. This way.
So I think.
No?
Okay. Yeah. Gently extend and see what.
Okay.
So Dragana's inspecting the joint at the moment, and she's identified one of the bands of the cruciate still intact. There's little strands throughout the joint. The medial meniscus looks okay.
kind of down, but not.
And just trying to reiterate the point that we need to always go into the joint and check the menisci, mainly, primarily, because if you don't go into the joint, then you can miss a meniscal tear, which means you've got to go all the way, start all over again at some point down the line. The meniscus was torn, we'd removed the torn bit. People talk but actually a partial cruciate rupture, would you agree?
Yes.
Which is interesting because there's quite a lot of instability. So I will double check the joint as well, and then you can close the joint capsule. So
I'm just going to remove this part as well.
done a good approach to the joint and a good dissection. You've got good exteriorization, so it makes it a lot easier to see everything.
I'm really happy with that.
Okay, I'm gonna. Can I just triple check just to make sure? Anna's now happy with the joint inspection, and she is going to close the joint capsule. Oh, sorry. Just to the stress, a lot of the stress with this, with stifle arthrotomies is caused by making the incision in the wrong place. And if you just think it through logically, like you have done, like where to make your fascia, the fascial artery incision doesn't matter too much, but the joint capsule makes your life a lot easier. And the main mistake people make is they go too corner in the joint capsule and it makes it really hard to close. But you've not done that. But that's because you've thought it through, you've kind of planned it, and therefore
That's because I have you here.
you can pick up kind of 3, 4, 5 millimeters of joint capsule, but that's because you've made your joint capsule incision in the right place. You can probably now see that if your joint capsule incision was more caudal,
Yes.
you've got very little joint capsule to pick up.
Okay.
Just onto the bone there, and then bluntly. But you can do it all bluntly if you want. But if you uncover the tibial tuberosity on the lateral aspect, you'll then have an idea where you want to do your bone tunnel. I tend to do back and forth until I can get a little bit of purchase on the bone. Yeah, you're getting purchase. Don't drop it, obviously. Don't know that I feel that you've got hold of it.
I'm in already.
Good. Okay. Make sure you've got a proper hold on it though. You'll hold it with your hold it with your whole hand. That's it. And just gently, you're just trying to. And once you feel it lock in, you can actually start to use the actual drill. I don't know what you call them really, but like the anatomy of the drill bit, because it's obviously designed to. Exactly. Do you feel it going through? Yeah, you don't need to use much force, do you? It's surprising how you just want to clear a little bit of that soft tissue. I mean, I can do it for you. Doing something, you need to be always thinking about the next step. So it's like chess. So you're constantly thinking.
Okay, so
2 or 3 steps
I
ahead.
have my hole now. Look at it. It's beautiful.
This is good. It's better to be passing it outside the joint anyway. Visualising like the fabella and the femorofabellar ligament. I think that is actually quite difficult because you can feel it, and if you remember, you've got fabella. You've got a ligament that goes from the fabella to the femur, the femorofabellar ligament, and you're you want this anchor point, and you want to pass your needle round that. So you want to feel a lumpy bit of bone, probably ½ centimetre by ½ centimetre, like decent.
Yes, I can feel it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So your fabella's back here, isn't it? I can get it between my feet. You are right. You are up here, but you're going to come. You want to try and come around, less so the fabella, more the ligament that goes between the fabella and the femur. So you come, and you want to anchor it into this kind of thick tissue. Behind. So you're basically, the easiest way to think about it is you're trying to get behind the fabella. You really want to get behind it, and the angle to do it, you're going to come in.
And there is this ligament here.
Yeah.
So I need to go behind it.
Yeah, behind everything, as
And
close
then
to the bone. You're probably in the right place. So Dragana's trying to pass the nylon around the fabella and the femorofabellar ligament. Yeah, and it's fine. It takes time to come round. It doesn't just pass around easily. If it's an effort, you're probably in the right place. I feel pretty confident that your line is good, nice and deep. Keep going if you feel confident. It's in the right place. It's going to be hard because it's.
Oh, I can see the end of the needle.
Good. Bring it through. Looks quite. Dragana's passed the nylon suture round the femorofabellar ligament, and now she's passing the nylon suture through from lateral to medial, having made a tunnel between the joint capsule and the ventral aspect of the fascia lata, kind of under the straight patella ligament, just so that the nylon lateral suture will sit more nicely. So you can kind of, you see it kind of self-tightens, which is quite clever. I always like to, let's take, see that's pretty unstable.
Yes.
Let's see how stable that feels. Yeah, that's nice and stable. Obviously cut it to do this, and then you have to go, this one goes around that one a couple of times, this one goes around that one a couple of times, and then we tie it. So it is a little bit of a faff. I was saying to you, yes, earlier I was having that momentary blank, but we do want to tie it in flexion. So we could either do the modified McKee, or we could just do two kind of simple interrupted. That one, I think it's going to go round there. So that's my, and you're going to do the same. See, I'm just, that's important, but I just...
Somehow. Expecting that I'm gonna be able to perform the whole surgery. I thought I'm gonna maybe try to drill or do little bits and pieces, kind of to have a feel of the tissue. But this was actually much better, and I was able to participate in the whole procedure.
Well, you did the whole op, basically.
Oh, okay, I have been asking for guidance, but that's it. If you having that confidence that, you know, you're here, if something goes wrong, or if I'm not sure about something, I can ask. But it's really the best way. Do you do external stitches in here, or do I just go with the ammonia?
Yeah, it's entirely up to you.
It looks very nice. I don't want to ruin it
I
with
would
some
probably
stitches on the top.
Yeah, I'd probably do external, but it's your call. Whatever you feel.
Because it's my op.
It's your op. So I think we did Molly, and then I think I said to you, you're doing the next one, but I don't think you actually believe me that you were going to do the next one.
Well, definitely encouragement from my nurse helped. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that I'm going to be able to do the whole procedure.
So in terms of what you were concerned about before the op and then how it played out, what are the differences? Because I know you were concerned about the arthrotomy, but how did you find it? What did you find easier and harder than you thought you would?
So placing the suture around the Fabella was the hardest bit.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, why did I not expect that to be hard? I did not expect me to do that.
Yeah.
And that's the most honest.
Yeah.
I thought that I will enter the joint and I'm gonna look around, maybe shave some bits off, and I thought I'm gonna maybe pass suture from somewhere to somewhere, but I wasn't expecting to actually do the Fabella bit. Yes. What I was most worried about is where to do the cut into the fascia lata and how to enter the capsule. So I think that was my biggest fear, because that's what I thought that I'm going to be only involved with.
That's all you thought you'd be doing?
Yes. No, but I am quite curious and stubborn person, so I do like to persevere with things. So So I think that helped, but also, yeah, encouragement. Thank you.
So I
Thank
think
you.
I
I think you guys believed more in me than I did.
yeah, and I think that is that is probably the crux of all of it. So with coaching, people actually often have the skills to do stuff, but often it's the thing that holds them back is a bit of self-belief.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we believe more in you than you did. But also the other thing is, although in my head you were going to do it, I didn't want to say that to you really ahead of time, so I knew it was going to make you quite stressed. So I came in by saying, that you can try and lead it, and I knew that in your head you were thinking, well, try and get into the joint, and then you'd probably expect me to then take over. But in my head, I was thinking, well, yeah, you can be perfectly capable of doing most of it. You saw, we did Molly together, and that's how it played out.
Yes,
but it is self-belief.
That's just one surgery that we have done together. So I have watched you one,
Yeah.
and I did the second one.
You got all the skills you
But guys, I thought it's gonna be at least 4 or 5 for me to watch.
No.
Definitely, this is the best way how to learn. I think if I went to like a different clinic, if I wasn't, so to speak, at home, I think this gives me a lot of ease that I'm in my own clinic, in my own theater, with my nurse. And if I had to go somewhere else, I would probably be too shy to ask to do more even. And I don't think you learn from watching.
Exactly.
You have to try.
Yeah, particularly with things like the approach to the joint,
Yeah.
exteriorization, using the joint distractors, well, all of it, making the bone tunnel, going around the Fabella. You kind of have to feel
Yeah.
that for yourself, don't you?
Also, like we were talking about, if I go and watch one of my other colleagues, when you're in rush and you're doing your normal day, no one is gonna like block off stuff for me, so I have more time to try. They would probably be in rush to do everything quickly because they have to consult in I don't know how many hours, and they don't want to faff around, and they probably allow you to do some bits, but they wouldn't really allow me to do the whole lot by myself and try everything myself. So I think that's why I'm very keen on doing it this way with peripatetic vet.
And also thinking about it, there isn't much point seeing more than 1 or 2 ops of one particular type, because the only way to then learn is to actually do stuff. But I think it's the doing it under supervision, like with someone there that can do it and can help you do it. Anyway, that's a helpful.
Well, I do think that I will probably need a couple of more surgeries under supervision before I can say
yes,
I can do this by myself.
Yeah, and everyone's different in that regard. Some people take longer, some quicker, but we all go at our own pace really. It doesn't matter as long as we get there in the end.